Today we are going to do a little bit of synthesis as well as some coding. So the very first task that I would like you guys to undertake, all right, is I would like you to create a random number generator and feed it into the circle radius. Okay? Save this this definition should be saved as 3 magnets. This is the last one that you guys did. So you should have one that's saved as 1 magnet, then one that's saved as 3 magnets. Okay? So now, instead of using magnets, I want you to basically make it to where it gives you a random circle pattern. Okay? Now many of you are going to turn around and ask me a question. So anybody want to ask me a question? What's the domain and what's the range, maybe?
What is the domain and what is the range?
I don't know. Sort of. Because we are going to go from this to an application component. Okay? After you get your random circle outputs done, you are now going to create panels. All right? The panels are going to be done in Rhino. All right? But the panels will have random circles on them. All right? The panels will be 10 feet tall and 6 feet wide. All right? And you are to create a panel in Rhino that has a random circle pattern, but do not let the random circle pattern go past the edges of it. Okay? Do we understand that? Mm-hmm. Okay. I would like there to be a 1 1/2 inch space from the closest circle to the edge of the panel. So that means that the area that's going to be inhabited by the circles is going to be 3 inches shorter in the 10-foot dimension and 3 inches shorter in the 6-foot dimension, centered on that on a 6 by 10 panel. You are to create this panel inside of one of your arch222 multi-pad sites. Okay, you can set it right off next to the site, but pick the multi-pad site that you like the best, right? The one that you think is the coolest composition of pads, all right? And then right next to it, save that as a file for this class. Do not keep it as part of your 202 projects. Save it as a file for this class, and right next to it is where you're going to create the panel, okay? You're only using Grasshopper to generate the pattern. The other components are going to be done in Rhino. Okay? So that's part 1 of what you're being asked to do. You will also be doing something with the magnet, but we'll get to that later. Are there any questions about this process?
Did you say that there was a 3-inch offset from the border?
No. What I said was that the panel size, let's just assume that the panels are made out of Corten steel, 1/8 inch Corten steel. Right, even though I don't know that you can buy the panels in this size, but I'm going to assume you can. So we're going to say that the pieces of Corten steel are 6 feet wide and 10 feet tall. Okay? Within 1 1/2 inches of each edge, you can't have any circles. But the circles need to fill right to the edge of that. Okay? Does that help? Okay. I would like you guys to create a density, a shading density, of 50%. I'd like you to do 3 different densities. Okay? And they can be approximations. They don't have to be perfect. Approximately 25%. A second panel that is approximately 50% shaded. And a third panel that is approximately 75% shaded. None of the circles should ever overlap each other. Okay, so do not make a circle that cuts into another circle. All right? I've never done this before in this class or in the 202 class, but one of the things that I've noted in the years that I've been teaching 202 and the years that I've been trying to get 222 and 202 to work together is that nobody seems to use anything that they learn in this class in that class. And I want to put a stop to that. Okay? So I'm figuring you guys might be able to find it useful to have 50% shaded panels that you can use as part of your building design. So, questions? Other questions? No? All right. Have at it.